Well, maybe, because then you can't change.
I disagree.
ends.
Watch
I
this.
disagree too.
Watch.
Greetings, traveler. Here for Wes.
Oh my goodness.
You thought we shouldn't do that, but here we are doing it.
I still think we shouldn't do that. There's still time to edit it out of the video.
Ladies
though.
and gentlemen, welcome back to this podcast. I think we called it the dorm room, right? Is
The
that what
dorm, maybe, I think it was.
The dorm? The dorm?
Was it
really?
dorm room? I can
don't
check.
know.
I don't know.
Anyway, welcome back. So basically today we're going to be talking about literally whatever pops into our heads. I was actually going to ask you before we hopped on this, how do you feel about like all the snow?
I'm personally a big fan of it. You know, when it starts getting colder outside, you might as well have snow. Otherwise, it's just gray. Like right now, we got some flurries right now outside. It's kind of nice. Definitely like a winter wonderland in October.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, would you prefer it be warmer in October than it is? Because I believe today it's like, what, maybe 28? 28 degrees?
27 right now.
27 degrees?
25th of October.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's just kind of a depressing situation, really.
I don't know. It just seems like
I'd prefer
it's snow time.
I'd prefer it to be, like, 75 and sunny.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. If it's going to be cold, there might as well be snow. If it's going to be
Yeah.
warm, no snow. I mean, that's what you got.
I've always enjoyed the snow, It's just kind of early is my problem
Yeah,
with it,
I'd say it's a little early, but
It's like November 17th and after, bring it on.
oh yeah.
But before then, it's just kind of weird.
There's a
and
squirrel out there.
The other thing, growing up
snow.
in like the Midwest,
With our tater tot hot dish.
Yeah, with tater tot hot dish and stuff, I guess. I don't know. Costumes are not made for the cold.
Oh no.
I would have
generally
these
pretty thin.
I would have these absolute temper tantrums as a youngin' when I had to put on like a hat or something when I was like Indiana Jones. I remember one year I was Indiana Jones and I thought I was the slickest little guy. And then my mom was like, Ethan, you're going to get too cold. You need to put a hat on. And
But Mom, I already have a hat on.
I lost it, to say the least. I did not enjoy that at all. And I would have preferred death to
Really?
wearing that hat. Yeah, now I don't really care, but like still.
Yeah. I mean, he has a hat already. It was just not good enough. Or did you not even wear a hat?
Well, you know what Indiana Jones' hat looks like. It's not
yeah.
made for the cold.
No.
It's made to keep the sun off your head.
It's made to look good. That's what it's made for.
And I did pull it off, but...
Well, of course.
Did you say you and your girlfriend do, like, couple outfits, I guess?
No, we don't, but I totally would be down for it. PB&J, salt and pepper, I, of course, would be pepper. Ketchup and mustard, I would be ketchup.
Why do you not do that? Is she opposed to it more than you? Or
Well, where would we wear our costume to? Or...
Do you not go to, like, parties and stuff?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
See, that's the difference.
I see. Sorry, I didn't understand the issue there.
Yeah.
Well, what about, like, even just, I don't know, some sort of tradition? Like, at my house, usually we'll, like, just watch a movie and, like, hand out candy to kids.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty
We
standard.
get dressed up for it, though,
You get dressed up
yeah.
to hand out candy? Yeah, when I was younger, I would dress up and go out and get candy,
Well,
but now it's just
obviously.
I sit inside and eat the candy, without having to do the work for it.
That's just depressing.
Well, it's tactical.
For what?
Well, instead of having
Getting
to
your
walk all the way
cholesterol higher
around.
faster? I don't know. I just... Are you even... Do you enjoy Halloween that much, or do you just kind of skip over it?
There were some good houses with that had a lot of candy. There was one house that would always hand out some kind of pop, and it was great. It was towards the end of our route, and you'd get to that house, and he'd get you like a Dr. Pepper or whatever, and it was like,
We
oh
actually
man.
had a house like that too.
They'd also give you candy. It was like he'd invite you into your house, and everyone was there, so it wasn't kind of sketch. And like right in the doorway, there was like the large bucket of candy. He'd hand you a whole handful, and then he'd be like, all right, which pop do you want? And there's like pop laying on the ground, and gives you one, and it was just nice because then you go home pretty much after that house because I was almost the last one, and then you get to drink your pop. Oh man, what a day.
Yeah, so I mean, we had a house like that too. We had one house that handed out soda and stuff like that.
Pop.
And then shut up. And then we'd have one on our cul-de-sac. Do you
Yeah,
live in a cul-de-sac?
I do. Yep.
Really? You
Yeah.
do? Oh wow, I didn't know that.
It's big cul-de-sac.
What do you mean, like the diameter is large or
Yeah.
something? What? What are you talking about? Like how big is it?
I don't know. It's just like larger than your average cul-de-sac. I've seen
Okay.
some small cul-de-sacs, and mine's just generally
Alright.
larger.
Okay, fair enough. We have one house in our cul-de-sac, anyways, that hands out king-size candy bars.
Oh wow.
And we would, hit that place up every year, and it's kind of surprising, like for the soda, at least that house, you go inside, at least we did. I don't know.
Yeah.
And you go and you grab the soda and then you just leave. And like this was just this random person's house, and like you didn't think it was weird when you were a kid, but now it's like definitely like,
It's kind of. I
what
don't
was
know.
I thinking? What were they thinking?
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
was this a
yeah.
good idea? But we didn't have any like creepy incidents, I don't believe.
Yeah.
Did you ever like anything that was kind of like, whoa, that was kind of scary? Like,
No.
Some
Every
dudes
once in a while,
following
there'd be
you.
somebody who would like. I don't know, like just kind of pretend to mess with you for a second as you're walking, and then they just walk the other way. They would like follow you for a quick second, and then they'd just leave. I don't know.
really?
Yeah, we had
Oh.
some weird kids in the neighborhood.
Was it a like populated area? Like how many now as like as an adult? How many
Texas.
people? Okay. How many people now would you say in like an hour you get asking for candy besides yourself?
Definitely less than when I was younger, because I feel like we're all kind of the same-ish age, and so then we just kind of grew up. So then like less.
Or you had like a lot of kids in your neighborhood, you mean?
There used to be a lot, and then now we're all older, so now there's still like a couple that will show up.
What, like 10 an hour, maybe? 5?
I don't think I could put it
3?
in the per hour like
Total?
total of like 20,
Really?
30. I don't know.
Huh.
It used to be a lot though. Like a lot. We'd be walking around and we just see so many people, but now it's just not that many.
I mean, the last couple years, I've been at like other people's places for Halloween, not necessarily staying home and like watching movies and stuff. But we live in front of like an apartment complex.
Okay.
It's like on the other side of this like tree line, and as far as I can remember, there's a lot of youngins in there. So I would assume we get more than that,
Yeah.
which is nice, I guess. But what about like when would you go trick or treating with like friends from like different neighborhoods and like school and stuff?
so I've got 3 siblings, and so that was, I mean, we all went, and so then I wasn't really alone, and parents would come with too for the exercise.
Right. I mean, would you be like, hey, can I like ask if Nick wants to come over and like go trick or treating with us or something like that?
I never did that because I don't know, I didn't really hang out with a whole bunch of people all the time because I just had my siblings, so they would, I don't know, we'd keep ourselves busy.
Okay.
So
And my
I'm
next
sure
question
if I
would be-
wanted to, I could have been like, hey, can Billy and Frederick and whatever, could they come and get candy? But I never did that.
So like when you get back from trick or treating as like an 8-year-old, would you
8, 15. Anyways, it's same
dump
thing.
dump out your candy and like
You
would
start
would
sorting.
you trade?
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah.
sort
We had
after-
this.
You,
we had
you
this
sort
nice.
and then you trade.
Right. We had this nice big kitchen table.
Oh, you guys use
And-
a table, really?
Yeah, and we'd dump it all. We each have our little section, and we'd be going through and trading. And usually we'd trade with my sister because she liked.
Weird
She didn't
stuff.
like. Yeah. She didn't like the common.
She didn't want the Kit Kats or the Reese's or anything like that.
It's kind of, it was weird, whatever she liked, and so you'd trade the stuff that you were like, this is kind of weird for the good stuff in quotes. But yeah, we'd go through, and she would always have the best stuff at the end because she would eat all of her not great stuff first, and she'd just have like all the good stuff at the end, so you can kind of steal stuff from her.
How pivotal were soda cans to you guys when you were trading, or did you just drink them right before you even started?
Well, there was only one house who had the
Well,
pop
right, that's what I'm
cans.
saying. It's a very vital.
You would open it while you're going through. Like that'd be the first. You get your pop can out, you put it aside, crack it open, and then you start sorting and then trading.
Yeah, so we did the exact same thing. I remember one year I had like maybe 2 or 3 friends over, and then my sister had like people over too. So there was like 5 of us in like the living room, and we all like got like pillowcases full of candy that were like maybe 10 pounds of shit in there. And I remember we all got like a soda, and everybody like thought the sodas were like the coolest thing.
Oh yeah.
So what I did is I ran out to the garage, and I secretly grabbed 2 more sodas. And I just became like, I had like this monopoly, and I was just running like this like black market business of candy. It was
illegal pop selling.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. And then I remember one year I got a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Oh wow!
For whatever reason, and those went fast too. that was definitely a winner. What about costumes? What kind of costumes would you wear? Did you have like a specific genre that you really liked?
No, I remember one year me and my older brother went as Mario and Luigi, so that was kind of fun. And then I was also Iron Man, and I was when I was like in kindergarten, I was Thomas the
Tank Engine?
Yes, I was Thomas the Tank Engine. It was awesome. And there was a girl that I liked, and like we got a picture. It was like in kindergarten or whatever, and I was like, that was awesome. I was just Thomas.
That's pretty good. So
yeah,
I had a morph suit that
I was a morph one year too. Yeah, it was awesome. It was red.
I had one of those that I think I probably wore for like 3 years in a row. It was like a ninja one, so it had like like the vinyl like decals.
Yeah,
and stuff on it.
Different designs on it. Yeah, I was just a plain red one, and I thought that was cool. But yeah, what else?
Indiana Jones. I was Indiana Jones. I was a
Spider-Man.
G.I. Joe.
What else? I remember I was a bear. I was like, I don't know what to be, so I'm just gonna be a bear costume. It had a funky looking head thing.
Did you like buy it or did you just make it?
No, I bought it.
You ever made costumes?
No.
Just doing it yourself.
No, did you make any costumes?
Yeah, I did.
Really? What costume did you
One
make?
year I went as a zombie.
You're one of those gross kids who's got the face looks all gross with makeup and whatnot? Or you have like a mask?
No, I just like put like makeup on my face, I think, and then just had like a white t-shirt that I like ripped in some spots and put like red stuff on. Me and my buddy went as that one year. Did you have like, what about what kind of basket or like bag did you have?
When we were younger, we had like these little plastic containers that had like they were like little ghosts, and then when they were too small and we'd be filling them up, then we had just pillowcases.
Yeah, I remember we switched to pillowcases when I was probably like 10, because I was getting older, and I wanted like more candy, I guess.
Right, and the little plastic things are kind of
and
they're
you feel cool with the
Oh,
pillowcase.
you swing those things around and you're like, yeah, this is
I remember distinctly when I
candy.
decided that I wanted to use a pillowcase. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. They were using pillowcases, and I was like, that's sick. I 100% want to do that now.
Yeah.
And they show it in Jesse. You remember in Jesse, the kid, whoever Cameron Diaz was?
I remember that show. I watched it all the time, but I don't remember.
Cameron Diaz is he actually just passed away like a year
okay,
ago.
yeah, I remember that.
That had like a seizure in his sleep or whatever. But he had like a pillowcase, and it had like a J on it for like his name. And then like he like shook it, and it folded out, and it spelled his whole name, and it was like 5 feet tall. I was like, I need one of those, even though I would never fill it.
It's not Cameron Diaz. I just looked that up. That's a girl.
Who's Cameron Diaz?
It's Cameron
Boyce.
Boyce.
That's his name. Who's Cameron Diaz?
Here, it's
What's she in?
hold on, I'll look it up.
Cameron Diaz.
It's like a girl.
It sounds super
It's like-
familiar.
I don't know who that is, but
Oh, sure. Cameron Diaz. Let's see what movie she's in. I recognize her. Charlie's Angels.
Shrek.
She's in Shrek, apparently.
Let's
Shout out
we can
Cameron
find
Diaz.
it. Yeah.
Hop on the podcast.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see. Oh, it's Fiona.
Really?
Yeah, interesting.
Did you ever see Puss in Boots?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
What did you think of that?
I don't know. I always liked Puss in Boots, so it was fine.
I thought it was a winner.
Yeah.
But then, you got like the cat, the whatever, baby puppy eyes or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That was
Boom.
great. Yeah, that with the giant
Yeah, that was always
dilated
funny.
pupils.
Yeah.
Did you like that better or did you like actual Shrek better?
I mean, Shrek's just so classic. Like, I mean, I liked it when he was in there, but I feel like having a limited amount of Puss in Boots made him like such a great character, and him being like the main thing in that.
Left something to be desired.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I want more of that.
Yeah, I always wanted to be like I always want that sword, and maybe not the boots because those are kind of but like just the sword
rapier?
part. Yeah, those are cool. And the cool hat with the feather.
Yeah, he's supposed to be like a Spaniard
Yeah.
conquistador looking dude or something, I guess. But yeah, that they did that right for sure. You know, like you have Shrek and you're like, Puss in Boots. Oh, sick! They're making a movie about him. And then like Cars tried to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
hey,
Cars.
guys, check it out. It's planes.
Planes.
Look, you know
Oh
that
my
thing that never
goodness.
showed up before?
That was weird. And then they wasn't there like a second Planes one or something like that?
Yeah, Planes 2. I don't even know.
That was just weird.
It was like, it just sounds uncomfortable being a plane. You know?
Yeah, I don't.
Even being a car.
I mean,
kinda
yeah,
sucks.
cars are kind of weird, but then planes, and then they're in like the same universe, and think about like the taxis, in the cars,
Yeah, that's just
and like
unethical. What are they gonna? They're just that basically just means they're homeless. You know, because like who are they gonna drive around? No one.
right.
I wonder what they made first. You know, like in their timeline, because you know everybody's like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
the wheel was the first invention, but like they're cars, so they're born with them.
There's a Pixar timeline, I believe. Yeah, and it's wow, this is very interesting.
Of what?
Of like how all the Pixar movies are like put together. This is like a Star Wars timeline thing, but it's Pixar. It starts with Coco apparently, and then it goes to WALL-E, and then Cars
What
1,
the
2,
hell?
and 3. Or no, the prologue of WALL-E, and then it goes to WALL-E, like whatever, and then A Bug's Life.
So they're
and-
all the same universe? Is that what you're telling me
That's I think that's what I'm saying.
right now? That is the weirdest thing I've heard today, at least.
Or
That's-
I think another one. Oh no, that's later. So I think I think maybe the first one is The Good Dinosaur, which makes sense because that's dinosaur stuff, and then Brave, and then Incredibles, Toy
that
Story.
is so weird.
Yeah, so I guess I'm
Who
not.
made that?
Okay, yeah. So I was reading it backwards. So Inside Out is 2015 apparently is what they say here, and then WALL-E is like in the future, and then
Why is-
Cars.
Why is Coco so far in the future?
No, Coco's not that far in the future. It's in between. Like WALL-E's only like what 2060, and so Coco is between that and Inside Out. But yeah, that you know what? After we finish our our Star Wars list of events, then we gotta go to the Pixar timeline. That just seems interesting.
You've seen The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Do you like Marvel movies?
I do like Marvel movies. Yeah.
What's your favorite one?
I like the Iron Man ones. Just, I mean, probably the first Iron Man. I don't know. Tony Stark's just really cool. I was Iron Man for Halloween, tying it all back together, and I don't know. He's just really cool. He's got cool power. Well, powers in quotes because it's all man-made, but I don't know. He does cool stuff. Rip. Spoiler alert. He dies.
Okay, why did you even say that? You didn't. That wasn't even prevalent to the conversation.
Well, he died. So.
All right, fine, whatever.
Talk about him.
I like Thor.
You like Thor? Yeah.
Not the
he's
first
cool.
one. I like Ragnarok the best,
Okay.
obviously, but like, he's just a cool dude, you know. I always kind of liked like gods and mythology and stuff like that, so
Yeah.
it's kind of nice to see that kind of stuff go down. But they're coming out with the new Guardians of the Galaxy. Is that right?
I think so. Here we
With
go.
Thor in it. I thought that they were going to name it as Guardians of the Galaxy, but that wasn't the case, apparently. I thought I had heard something about it.
Yeah, I've definitely heard. I think there's a number of them. Like I thought there was gonna be like a Black Widow movie.
Yep, the Black Widow movie is supposed to come out like a couple months ago, I think, but COVID.
Yeah,
So
which ties us to our last podcast. We already talked about that, so we're fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see anything? Have you ever seen like X-Men and stuff?
No, I have not.
Me neither.
Yeah. Overrated, anyways. Okay, this is clearly not Marvel. I'm not sure what this is.
It's not even close to Marvel stuff.
Okay, well.
They have a couple shows coming out for Marvel too on Disney Plus. WandaVision, I know. What is it? Is it the Falcon and the Winter Soldier? I don't even know what it's called.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man, he's got. I don't know if they've got another one coming out, but it seems like they're always coming with more Spider-Man ones.
Yeah, they got a new game coming out this Christmas, I believe. That's supposed to be what's the new Spider-Man's name? Something Myers, Miles Morales. It's Miles Morales from the cartoon one.
I was talking Marvel Spider-Man.
Yeah, it is Marvel.
There's a new Spider-Man.
He's just not in the MCU.
Well, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, no, I mean, have you seen Into the Spider-Verse?
No.
Really?
That's with the two different or like, is there a whole bunch of different spider things?
Yeah, they all come from different dimensions.
No, I've
Except
not
for
seen
two of
that.
them, Miles Morales and Peter Parker.
No, I have not.
And then you got Spider-Ham.
Spider-Ham.
Was it Spider-Nor?
They couldn't
Spider-Gwen.
They couldn't think of any other names other than Spider this, Spider that.
Well, why would they do anything different? That's a spider person.
I don't know.
What-
Spider Fred.
Arachnic person.
That's cooler.
No, it's not.
I
That's
don't know.
ridiculous.
Fangs. I don't know. That would be cool.
You know how many animals have fangs?
Doesn't matter. That was a cool name. You know it. Anyways, I don't know. Spider. What do you say? Spider Glenn?
Gwen.
Gwen. Spider Gwen.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
It's like the girl Spider-Man.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm surprised you haven't seen that.
I don't know. Haven't come across it yet.
I saw it in theaters with my mom, and she was really confused. She was like, "Wait, this isn't Tom Holland." And I was like, "No, it's not." So she was confused the whole time, and she didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then when she went back in watching it again, expecting that it was going to be a cartoon, then she liked it.
Right.
So,
yeah, expectations.
no, I like I mean, I assume you haven't seen much of the movie, like at all, besides maybe like a trailer or something. But
Of what movie?
Into the Spider-Verse,
I couldn't even tell you anything about it.
it's like a super comic-y looking.
Yeah, well, other than that.
It's just got a cool look to it.
Yeah, no, I haven't really gotten into it.
What's your favorite movie then?
I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite movie.
If you
It's
could
just
watch
whatever
a
I
movie
watched
right now,
recently.
What would you watch right now if you could?
I don't know.
This is a great
I'd be
conversation.
I'd be thinking, oh man, I can't be watching a movie right now because I got homework to do. That's what I would be thinking right now.
Well, we're recording a podcast. So,
Right.
I mean,
I don't know. If I were to ask you that same question, what would you pick right now?
right now, I don't know.
Whoa, you don't know?
I was gonna give you an answer. It's better than what you got.
Okay, what is it?
So, me and Jamie were talking the other night about The Hobbit,
Okay.
and I really liked the
Unexpected Journey.
Yeah, I mean the first one obviously would be the first one that I would want to watch, and then how I'm feeling, maybe
Right.
Desolation of Smaug,
Yeah.
and then Battle of Five Armies, but probably The Hobbit right now.
Yeah.
It's just a very calming film, and then it's like, what's going on? Why is everything happening like this? And then it's cool again.
Yeah.
Do you remember the barrel rolling scene from Desolation of Smaug?
I remember.
With
I remember.
Gimli's dad.
I remember a Lego set where they were in the barrels, but no, I couldn't tell you.
So there's this one scene where they're like they're riding down barrels in the Elven River or whatever it is, trying to
Okay.
get away, and they're getting shot at by orcs and stuff.
Of course.
And then the elves come and kick their asses. But this one, you know who Gimli is?
Yeah, he was my favorite.
From the originals, yeah.
Yeah.
So his father is in the film, right? And he's like
Yeah.
rolling in this barrel, and for like a 30-second long shot,
Oh,
like
I remember that.
he just rolls over these like orcs and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time I saw that, I was probably like 13, and I laughed so hard. I thought that was the funniest thing in the world. It was just good times. I remember that
Yeah.
very vividly.
Yeah, I was never super into the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit, but my little brother was, so he was bigger into it. But you know,
There's like a book or something.
like
Okay, I'm not talking about like the novel versions of the movies.
okay, what
There's
are
like
you talking about
there's a
then?
book called like the Similodon or something like that, and it's apparently like super hard to understand. Like nobody knows what's going on in the book, but it's supposed to be from the Lord of the Rings universe.
Really?
Yeah.
So like there's like it's before the Hobbit, or it's like after or during, or it's like something, a book that's like in the movie somewhere. Like in
No,
I think
I don't
Harry
even-
Potter, there's like books inside the movie that you can like actually read or something like that.
Right. I'm not even sure what this book is like from, but I'm on the Reddit for excuse me, I'm on the Reddit for Lord of the Rings, and like it's been brought up a couple times, but I have no idea what they're talking about, because
Yeah.
I've never heard of this book. It's never mentioned in the movies, I don't think.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
not
never
the
heard
biggest
of it.
fan of Lord of the Rings, obviously, but
Yeah. If you're a big fan, you can put it in the comment section.
yeah, please let us know if you know what we're referring to, because we do not know what we're referring to right now. But yeah, like it's just a really weird like little anomaly. I'm pretty sure that just is a part of the lore or something like that.
Huh.
It's kind of weird. But well, you said you got homework to do.
Well, I mean, I always have stuff to do because it's college, you know. I've got in one of my classes, it's my drawing one class actually. He's got us working on like 4 different projects, and like 3 of them are due at the end of the semester, and then some of them are due at who knows when, and just so I mean, there's never a time I could be like, yeah, I'm done with all my homework, because I've always got that other project that I could be working on. But he doesn't. I feel like if I was only doing this one drawing class, then the amount of homework that I'm receiving is like fine, you know. But because I have other classes that also have homework, it's kind of overwhelming. But
It's kind of I don't like those projects.
yeah, when they're like,
I
all right,
have
this one's going to be
projects.
due at the end of the semester, it's like, why do you do that? Unless it's towards the end of the semester where it's your last project. But it's like, come on.
I have an assignment like that in biology, and it's just kind of like a shadow looming over your head. You know,
Yeah,
you're like,
always.
all right, well, I'm good to go for tomorrow. I know what I got to get done tomorrow, and then you're like, oh yeah, and then I got this big ass assignment where I gotta, categorize all these different species and stuff, and it's just kind of gross to think about,
Yeah.
really.
Well, it's so I had a meeting Friday, and he was like, I'm not going to give you any more projects today because I know you have so much stuff to work on. I was like, really? So you know it too? We got so much stuff to do. I don't know. And we're going to be starting another project on Monday. Actually, another 2 projects on Monday. And it's, man,
A little overwhelming.
it's a little overwhelming, yeah. But we're going to make it through, and it's not going to be terrible.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we can find some time for D&D and all this. And I'm gonna write that second campaign.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed on that one, I guess. We'll have to see. But what do you say we wrap this thing up, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Got a ukulele.
Oh yeah, let's see. I don't remember. What was it? That's
All
what
right,
it was.
folks. Thanks for listening again. We'll see you in a while.
Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe.
Or don't.